Hey up, I thought I'd just do a quick review on some bits and bobs I've bought off Temu. First time bought off Temu, to be honest with you. All I've bought is a couple of squares, clamping squares, and a little alley mitre triangle, 45-90 degree, just for marking up wood. The triangle itself, or I'll put the pictures on the screen so you can see what I'm on about. But the alley mitre triangle, it's only a small one. It's 112mm by 79mm by 82mm. You can buy it in sort of 3 different colours, red, blue and black I think it was, and it's basically made of alley. I've looked on Amazon and you can buy them more or less the same price, to be honest with you. I was on Temu thinking of buying these clamps, these squaring clamps, so I thought I'd buy this at the same time. It was sort of less than £7 to buy. So anyway, I'll show you what it's all about, and you can kind of make your own decision on it. The squaring clamps that I bought, they're like the L-shaped type. To be honest with you, they look like a rip-off of the woodpecker stuff, which you see a lot about. The ones I bought are 140mm, and I paid about £19, something like £19 something. I've looked since, and they've actually dropped a couple of quid. So you know, it depends when you're buying as to what price you get them, I think. If they're any good, I shall buy a couple more. But the squaring clamps that come with the clamps themselves, they, like I say, they're 140mm, made of alley. I know if you buy the woodpecker ones, and I haven't got any woodpecker ones to compare them by, but they are more substantial, they're thicker, slightly bigger. I think they're 160mm. And you can buy these at 160mm, but again, they're a couple of quid more. But you're into the hundreds of pounds, you know, for woodpecker stuff. These are like 20 quid, less than 20 quid. So I thought I'd give them a go for the money. Anyway, like I say, these come in 3 different sizes: the 120mm, 140mm, 160mm, and I've bought the 140mm ones. So let's see what they're about. Right, this is how they come packaged, and let's move that out of the way. This is the alley triangle. It basically comes flat packed. I'll be honest with you, it's probably a bit smaller than I imagined it would be. Mainly because, well, to be honest with you, I mean, I knew what size it was going to be, but because the measurements are on there. But anyway, it comes with the 2 parts, an Allen key and a couple of screws. So let's put it together. The thread on that screw seems to be alright. This one is a bit tight, to be honest with you, as if but anyway, it's probably just got a bit of rubbish in there, but anyway, it's tightened all up, so that's the main thing. I'll be honest with you, the main reason I've bought it is for when I'm marking wood up, I can basically just mark across the face like that and then down the side, rather than having to go round both sides with my square. So as far as that's concerned, that's okay. And then it's obviously got a square there, if it is square. I mean, I'll check it against what I know is a good square. Which is that, and to be fair, that looks decent enough. That doesn't look bad. And that's good as well. So yeah, it isn't bad at all. I mean, that's, like I say, it's 110mm that way, about 75mm that way, and then about 65mm, well, from the corner, that is. So So yeah, I think it'll do what I want in the red woodpecker colour, if you like. I've seen these on Amazon for similar price, I suppose. A couple of quid more probably. But I think for the money, £7, I think it's well worth it, to be honest with you. And it certainly seems square. Alright, let's have a look at this now. And this is again how it comes boxed. 2 squares, which is what I ordered. If I'll be honest with you, if they're any good, I'm going to buy another couple. And first impressions aren't bad, you know, they feel substantial enough. Like I say, made out of alley with all the clamps. They call them CSP clamps. I think it's clamping squares plus or something like that. But anyway, I wanted them for when I'm putting boxes together. So if I feel they're good enough, then I shall get some more. They've got inches printed on one side, millimeters printed on the other. Like I say, these are the 140mm ones. You can buy them 120 and 160mm. Again, they come with that part of the clamp and those, and then these toggle nuts that screw on. So I mean, at the end of the day, they're a square, and I think looking at them, they look the part. I mean, the proof is if they are actually square, and looking at that, yeah, no problem there. Yeah, that's perfectly okay. Yeah, good. Like I say, I think a lot of this stuff is the sort of painting this red colour, which is woodpecker's colour. The woodpecker ones that I've found are thicker, basically, a bit more substantial. So you know, but they obviously cost a lot more money, and you know, it's horses for courses. It depends, you know, if you're professional and what have you, it's probably worth paying the money. You know, I'm just a bit of a DIYer who does bits now and again, and to be honest with you, paying 20 quid is plenty for me. If I buy another couple, another 20 quid, I've got 40 quid, I've got a set of clamps. So let's give them a try. Anyway, the only thing to do is let's check them out and make sure they do what they're supposed to do. Although I don't suppose there's much can go wrong with them, as long as they're square. You'd think they'd do the job. Like I say, they can't go much wrong, can they, as long as they're perfectly square. And they feel pretty substantial. 20 quid, a fraction of the price of woodpecker, but the woodpecker ones are more substantial. Like I've said, they are bigger, thicker. I think these are about 3/4 of an inch wide by 20mm, something like that. So yeah, not bad at all. They're about, like I say, they're about 20mm square, something like that. But yeah, they feel quite nice, to be fair, and for the money, for me, the DIY, I think they're perfectly acceptable. So I shall probably be buying some more of them, but I will check on Amazon and eBay, places like that first, and see how they're working out for price, and see whether it's worth sort of waiting on Temu for delivery. Anyway, that's it. I think the thing to do with stuff like this is it seems all right to me, to be fair. The stuff as I bought, seems quite good for the money. I can't compare to anything else. I haven't got nothing else compared by. But for price, you know, I don't think you can go wrong with the squaring clamps. 20 quid. Like I say, you buy woodpecker, but you get a far better product, I think. But the bottom line is, you just want stuff to be square, and I think that'll do the part. So that's okay. The only downside to buying Temu, I suppose, is the delivery takes just over a week, you know, which is acceptable for me. You know, if I buy off Amazon, I've got it next day, I suppose. But it's worth comparing prices, certainly with Amazon. I don't think there's a great deal of difference in some of the stuff you buy. And if you keep an eye on stuff on Temu, the prices tend to fluctuate quite a lot. You know, I paid 20 quid for the squares, whereas, you know, a couple of days later they dropped by a couple of quid. So, you know, it depends what you want to pay for this stuff. But all in all, not too bad.